We don't quit something halfway through. Don't just sit there doing the same thing over and over and over and hoping for some results to come at you when you're not making any adaptations. Giving up just isn't an option either. Good morning. Welcome back. Good to see you again. My goodness. We got like 3 inches of snow outside. Or something like that. 3-4 inches. There is snow on the ground. It is sticking. And if the weather report is of any indication of truth, it ain't going anywhere today. It ain't going anywhere today. We've got a high of like 29 degrees today. Currently about 19 degrees outside right now. And that means it's pretty darn cold in the gym right now. Got it warmed up pretty well though. It's sitting at a good 50 degrees right now, so not too terrible. In fact, honestly, when the propane heater is on, it is just, it's too warm. It's too warm with the propane heater on, at least with all these layers on. This hoodie is quite thick, and then we've got a quarter zip underneath that, and then a tank top underneath that as well. So nice and cozy in here. Well, cozy, probably not the word I'm using. My feet are still a little cold, but it is acceptable. It is doable. We can make it work. Got a good push day ahead of us today. We are starting out with some shoulder presses again. Looking forward to getting right into those after, of course, some solid warm-up. We're going to be doing some warm-up here on the cable machine, probably some push downs, and then some tricep just extensions as well. Maybe a couple lateral raises. Actually, I'm not sure. Probably not on that. But we're certainly going to do some band work as well to get the shoulders warmed up. And then, of course, we're going to use our dumbbells, use the dumbbells to gradually increase the weight until we get up to our working capacity here. We're going to be keeping the weight the same as we did last week, I believe. We're not going up in weight. Yeah, we're not going up in weight at all. We're going to keep the weight the same and see how we can do on the reps. The reps, we didn't falter off of the reps. We certainly didn't cut anything too short. We were within the rep range that we were wanting last week, but we did end up, kind of trailing off there at the end. So we're going to keep the same, see if we can smash out all of those reps for as many as possible, and then maybe even increase the weight if we need to. But if not, there's always the opportunity to decrease the weight. So as you can see on today's workout, we've got those shoulder presses to start with, and we're really not doing much to change what we did last week. We're going to be doing some of those cable front raises again. I really liked those. Those just, they really hit the delts in the right way. So we're going to be sticking with those this week, and then we're going to be moving on to our machine bench press and our overhead tricep extensions. With the machine bench press this week, I think I may have had the bands tensioned just a little too much last week. So I'm going to try adjusting those just a little bit by moving them halfway between the uprights for their rear positions, so to speak. So as we stretch those bands out, they increase in weight, right? And I had them stretched between both uprights and then to the arm itself. I'm going to take it from the rear upright and I'm going to move it halfway between the two uprights. That's going to give us 2 or 3 feet-ish of lesser tension on that band, which means that we should be able to get a little bit increased weight on the lever arm itself. I'm not so much concerned about what the weight is on that lever arm. At the end of the day, it's an imperfect science because those lever arms are not moving in a static plane of motion. The weight itself isn't static throughout it. That's why we use those bands to try to help accommodate for that. But I do think last week that those bands were just a little bit too tensioned, giving it almost too much effort required to try to move that weight, especially at the bottom of that rep there. We're not looking to make the bottom of that rep the most difficult thing in the world. We're just looking to make it as steady of a curve as possible as it moves through that plane of movement. So we'll see what happens. It's all about just experimenting, and it's a quick, simple little fix that takes literally no additional time in our setup to alter and to change and to make accommodations for. So let's get after it. We got to get warmed up, both literally and physically. It is still, again, only 50 degrees in here, so it's not Cancun by any stretch, which we are going to in about a week. So in about a week, my time, we will be leaving for Cancun, and I am so excited for a week in the sunshine and in the warmth with our friends and my wife. But we've still got one more week of this cut. And that means we've still got another week of this hypertrophy workouts at least. We might do a couple more after that as well, because we've got some plans coming in a couple months, some events coming in a couple months that we've got to get ready for as well. So we'll talk about that in another video here. All right, let's get after it. Like I said, we're starting with our shoulder presses. We've got to get everything warmed up, everything greased up, everything ready to move and groove. So let's get set up on both our cable machine here as well as our bench over there, get all the pieces we need in place and get after it. I'll see you there. All right. All right, so we did some tricep work on the cable over there. Felt pretty good. Nothing too crazy, just some extensions, a couple overhead, a couple underhand. Nothing, again, too insane. We're just trying to get everything warmed up here. This is our first exercise of the day. As I've talked about, gosh, numerous times now. Oh, that feels great. Especially early on in the morning, man. We've got to wake that central nervous system up. Now, it's certainly not early by any stretch right now. It's currently 8:30 in the morning. I was able to sleep in a little bit, give myself a nice breakfast. Had some good eggs and a piece of toast and a nice coffee, which I'm still finishing over there. A little bit different than my normal workouts. And just that little bit of extra morning activity has certainly allowed me to wake up a bit more than I normally am. But I've still got to get warmed up. It's still cold in here. It's still not warm by any stretch. So we've got to take the time and the motions to actually get us adequately warmed up, to get those muscles thinking about and actually working, but thinking about working most importantly, because right now they're just existing. They're just existing, and we've got to get them in the right mindset. Literally, like we have to get ourselves in the right mindset for this workout ahead. Now these are super light. These are only 35s. Nothing at all to write home about. Now the 50s. All right, we've got our 75s keyed up here, ready to go. We're gonna do one more quick little warm up with the band, just some shoulder raises, and then we're gonna get after our first set here with the 75s. All right, first set. Let's do it. Oh yeah. There you go, set 2. Man, there's just something truly awesome about dumbbell shoulder presses. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. They just make you feel powerful, don't they? They make you feel like you could do just about anything. Some decently heavy weights. It's good stuff. It's some good stuff. But I'll tell you, I can't wait to get back to some real strength training too. It'll be a good time. Looking forward to it here in a couple weeks, hopefully. Set number 3. Let's do it. All right, we got one more in us. We got one more in us though. We gotta lose this hoodie though. We got one more set here. This is our bonus set. This is extra credit, but I'm feeling strong, feeling good. A little warm, admittedly, a little warm, and I can already tell we are at that temperature right now where I'm gonna be super warm like I am right now for like 5 minutes, and then it's gonna be like, man, I kind of want that hoodie again. But we're going to be over here in the cable machine here in just a minute. And that heater is going to be blowing almost directly on us. We're going to be a lot closer to it. So we'll see how much it actually fluctuates. All right, last set. Let's go, 75s. Whew. Okay. We'll take that. Take that every day of the week. All right. Good set there. Really like the form. Really like the ROM. Really good ROM, actually, I think, on all of those sets. So, very pleased overall. All right, dumbbells, thanks for that. Let's go over here and do some lateral raises. All right, we're all set up here for our front raises. We've got our dual handle grips again. I really liked the way we were able to spread that last week as we came up at the top. So we're going to do it again with dual handles here. Do some front raises. We got 80 pounds keyed up here on the pulley. It's going to be a good weight. Shoulders are fired, man. They are fired up. We've filled the pump already. It is pretty intense. So these front delts are pretty lit, pretty activated at the moment. We'll see how they handle these front raises here. But we might need to give our laterals a little bit of extra loving too there. We'll see. Very good. That was very smooth. Very happy. All right, set number 2. Let's hit it. Oh yeah. Whew. Third set. Whew. Feeling good. But these are definitely getting tough, that's for sure. All right, fourth and final set. These delts are feeling good. They're feeling really good, really strong. So I'm going to be focused on a really big pull all the way up. I really want to get as high up as possible here and making sure we're not just stopping short, you know, below our pecs or anything like that. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it for all the reps, I suppose, is what I really mean. Whew. Up, up, up. Come on, up, up. There we go. That's it. All right. We're pleased with that. We're super pleased with that. We'll take that every day of the week, man. Feeling really good here. We're going to give our delts a rest, though. Well, a small rest. Not really much of a rest, but a small rest. They're not going to be the primary mover on these lever arm bench press. Let's get after that. All righty. We're all set up here. We loaded up 140 like last week. See if we can do it again. Let's just give it a go. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. That's good. It's incredible what small little minute differences can make in this overall setup. Just bringing those bands, you know, forward by, gosh, 2 feet or so, lessen that tension enough for us to take it back up from that. I think we did 110 last week to this 140 total between the 2 arms here. That's just from reducing that overall band weight. Easily, with the bands, you know, that additional 2 feet, we had basically about 30 extra pounds on here. 15 between each band. So bands can really add a significant amount of weight, just like chains can, if you allow them to do that and if you stretch them out enough. That's why we use, generally when we're doing bands, 2 band pegs, one in the middle between the rear band peg and whatever we're attaching that band to, so that we can keep that tension fairly consistent. The band's just not just like swinging all over the darn place, and keep that tension constant, or at least increasing over the length of travel on that movement, versus just allowing that band to basically just rotate with the weight and not actually increase that overall tension. In the home gym especially, it's been very important to be able to get additional resistance, better resistance curves, all those types of things where we don't have all the machines and all the luxuries that a commercial gym might have that are going to allow us to get that additional accessory work and hypertrophy work in that we otherwise wouldn't be able to attain without special machines and special equipment. The best thing about bands is that these can be used for a ton of different exercises, not just like one set or one machine that's going to end up making a piece of equipment totally redundant and just sit in a corner until the next week when we might end up only using it for one, maybe two exercises. Set number 2, let's do it. Woo! All right, third and final set here. These are feeling really nice, really good. Let's make sure we end on a good note too. Let's get it. Come on. Oh man. All right. Hey, we did what we could, right? The form definitely suffered in that last set. It wasn't perfect. In fact, I would say it was even pretty gross and pretty ugly, but that's what happens, unfortunately. End of that last set was not the best, but that's okay. That's all right. We are going to move on to some tricep exercise. We're going to do some overhead tricep work now, right here behind us on the cable pulley, which means we're going to get this all cleaned up and put out of the way because this is definitely going to be in the way. And then we're going to do some overhead tricep extensions. I'll see you guys there. All right, time for some overhead tricep extensions. We're using our curvy bar here today. I don't remember what we used last week, but this is what I feel like using today. So we're going to be using it on the wide grip settings here in the latter sets, but in the early sets, I'm going to use the closer grip. Just, again, changing it up, getting some variety in between our sets. Never hurt anything. Let's get after it. Oh, very good. So smooth. I like that. Set number 2. Feeling good. Let's do it again. All right, so here's what we're going to do in this last set. We're going to be doing our normal 12 reps or so. Like I said, we're going to do a wide grip on these ladder sets. We're going to do 2 sets back to back though. So we're going to do this first set. We're going to drop off 10 pounds on this. So we've got 70 on there right now. We'll take off 2 5s immediately, get right into it, do as many as we can. And then again, we're going to take off another 10 total. See how many we can do. It's just going to be a giant drop set after one real full set. Let's do it. Wide grip. Good. No rest. Let's take off 10 real quick. Yeah. One more. Come on. Wow, I was getting there. Okay. Good run. Good pace. One more. Oh man, that was really good. That was one of those sets where you feel like in those early sets, it's never going to be enough. It's too light, it's not enough weight. But that pace and the evolution of that toughness of completing that set was perfectly matched with how we moved through all those reps. Really like that. Good drop set there. Okay, time for some ab work. Clean this up. Go do some ab wheel. All right, you know the drill on these. Nothing special, just some good old ab wheels. I know what you're asking. What about the vacuums? Hey, don't worry, we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to that. We've been punishing our abs these last couple weeks, and we've been doing abs almost every day. And I've been noticing day to day that just like even the smallest of movements are making my abs like just freak out. Really, they're trying to recover as best they can, but they need a little bit of time there. So we're gonna take the vacuums out this week. We're still gonna do the ab wheel, and then we're gonna come back to doing vacuums again, probably in the next workout, honestly. But we just need to tone it down a little bit from workout to workout, and maybe just reduce from 2 sets of abs to 1 set, just for a couple of these daily workouts. Let's get after it. 15 and 20 reps, 1-minute rests. Very nice. Those are good. I'm proud of that. 1 minute. Number 2. All right, third and final set. Whew. Abs are on fire, baby. Abs are on fire. Let's do it. 20 more reps. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh, buddy. Man, that's tough. That's good. All right, you know what we're doing. Super ROM, lateral raises. All the way up, all the way down, baby. Last exercise of the day. Let's make it count. Whew. Big sets here, big sets. Let's do it. These have so quickly become quite a favorite of mine as a finisher for the adults. All right, set 2. Let's do it. Third set. These are good. These are tough though. Woo! Here we go. Oh, come on. That's all. All right, we got one more set. We're gonna do whatever it takes to finish this out. We're not leaving it right there. We couldn't get them as high as we wanted them. That's okay. We're gonna finish it out. Even if we've got to do partials, we're gonna finish this set out. I'm gonna give that break an extra 30 seconds, and we're gonna finish this. That's the thing that I find I still struggle with the most. We don't quit something halfway through. You know, if you start it, you finish it. Now let's not get too caught up in the sunk cost fallacy. I'm not talking about getting out of something when you need to because there's just no future in it, right? But if you start an exercise, you finish that exercise. And unless something is catastrophically wrong, there's no need to stop halfway through, to give up. You've seen the workouts where I've struggled. My mental health has declined. I just couldn't get even through 3 sets of an exercise, and I had to call it quits. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about giving up when it gets hard, when it gets tough, when you've got to put in the work. You can't do the whole thing, do some of it. You can't do some of it, find an alternative exercise or lower the weight. Find a way to make it doable, possible for you. It might not be the everyday. You might still be struggling day to day, but adapt. Don't just sit there doing the same thing over and over and over and hoping for some results to come at you when you're not making any adaptations, when you're not making any changes to accommodate the resistances that you're facing. Giving up just isn't an option either. You can't just throw in the towel because you're not achieving what you want to achieve. You got to keep putting in the work, and you've got to change the way you're approaching it. Change the way you're doing it, thinking about it, trying to finish and accomplish what you started. But don't just give up. Giving up should be a last resort and a rare thing to do. I guess I take back what I said initially. There is a time and place to throw in the towel, to stop, quit. But that's the easy option sometimes. We can't just take the easy option. Don't just take the easy option. Put your heart and soul into it. Use your friends and family around you. Talk about it. Get ideas from people. Do some thought exercises, some creativity exercises, and think of an alternative way to achieve that. For now, though, let's achieve this last set. Let's do this last frickin' set. Get out of here, go in the shower, and get on with our day. Let's do it. Last one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, 5 more. Oh, that's it. Good job. Good job. God damn, I'm proud of you. You did it. I knew you could do it, even when you didn't. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. Keep doing it. Don't give up. Keep chasing it down. Talk about that dream. Let me know down in the comments. What's that goal? What's that dream that you're struggling with? Let's talk about it. Let's find a way to use each other in this community to get it done, to share ideas, inspiration. We can do this together. We can't do it alone. That's not what life's about. And so I'll see you all next time because I can't do this alone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.